Good evening and welcome to Krasnodar in Russia for FIBA World Cup qualifying action between Russia and France. The two top teams in this group guarantee qualification, but both teams will want to try and win this game as all your win-losses are taken through to the next round of qualifying. And there are some very happy supporters to be able to witness this fantastic matchup of two basketball giants. France are currently 5-0 in this group, and Russia are 3-2, and these are the two games. Russia and France go head-to-head now, and at 9:30, Belgium play Bosnia and Herzegovina. And here is Group E at the moment. France, Russia and Bosnia and Herzegovina have all qualified, but you take your records through with you. Your win-losses at every game is crucial. And France, Russia and Bosnia and Herzegovina will join the Czech Republic for sure in the next round of qualifying. And then two from three with Bulgaria playing Czech Republic today and Finland playing Iceland. Four of those teams, finalising with 6 teams, will make up the next round of qualifying. And France, the visitors are being introduced. There's Boris Diaw. He is coming to the end of his international career. Could this be the curtain call for him? Some great performances so far by France. And they quite rightly lead this group. In the reverse fixture, game day 3, France won in overtime by 1 point, behind a massive performance from Boris Diaw. And listen to the crowd here in Krasnodar as they welcome their Russian heroes. Vitaly Frisden there coming out. Look out for Timothy Mozgov in this Russian team. He's come across from the NBA for these qualifiers, so he will be able to match up against the size of Rudy Gobert. Defensive player of the year, there is Mozgov. Rudy Gobert, defensive player of the year in the NBA this season, and at 7-2, and another 7-2 player, Mustafa Fowl. Provides some real size for the Russian team. So two powerhouses of international basketball. And coached by two excellent coaches in Kolle and Bazarec. Both teams steeped in history for World Cups, Eurobaskets and Olympics, and we will now pause for the national anthems of first France. Le Marseille. Theirs, and the state anthem of the Russian Federation, just sung with wonderful gusto and verve, as it has been all around the world, all throughout these European qualifiers, as there's so much passion between these teams, and the chance for the fans to be able to see their heroes and their national teams playing home and away. And we're in Russia for this game, and these are the three referees: Alexander Glisic, Antonio Conde and Sasa Maritic. They will be the three officials, and in the background all the table officials, live stats, such an important part of live basketball. And we're bringing it to you here. It's the last round of games in this first qualifying window, and the records of the top three teams in each group will be taken forward for the second round of qualifying. So each game has a lot of meaning, as we see De Colo there, with France with such strength in depth, such history, Eurobasket winners in 2013, silver in 11 and bronze in 15. And this particular squad, so many: Batum, Hurtel, De Colo, Rudy Gobert, Defensive Player of the Year this year, and Vincent Poiré, who had a big game, massive game against Belgium. He was the top performer there. So this is the starting five for France: Diaw, Abishi, Batum, De Colo and Rudy Gobert. That is a starting five to grace any squad in the qualifiers or at the finals in China, which start 31st of August next year. And this is what these qualifiers are all about. As for the French team, look out for Karasev. 10 points, 2 rebounds in 17 minutes against Belgium. And Antonov, Zubrov, Kusatov and Mozgov here from the Brooklyn Nets. He had 14 points and 6 rebounds against Belgium. And that is the Russian starting five: Semen Antonov, Kvostov, Kurbanov, Frisden and Timofey Mozgov. He's got a massive job to do to try and deal with Rudy Gobert. And there is Coach Collet of the French national team. Won the French league as a player and has had many highlights as a club coach, winning the French Cup and the Pro A title. And there is Sergei Bazarovich. He has been honoured with the Master of Sports in 1994. He was a Eurobasket and World Cup medalist, silver medalist in 93-94. And he won with his clubs, Moscow clubs, in the 80s and 90s, the Russian and the USSR league champs. He's played in Russia, Turkey, Greece and Italy. So 2 fine coaches to oversee these 2 excellent rosters. But France are 5-0. They're unbeaten. They will be looking to take a 6-0 record into the second round of qualifying, so they can start at the top of the next qualifying phase to give them every opportunity to make China 2019. There's Mozgov. Had a shortened season with the Nets, of course, played with Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron James as well. So we will see how he matches up inside against the 7-2 Rudy Gobert. Here we go then. Krasnodar in Russia, FIBA World Cup qualifying action. It's the last game day of this qualifying window. Both these teams have qualified in first and second, but Russia would love to put one over on France, the group leaders. Let's see who draws first blood. De Colo, CSK Moscow player himself, so he will know this country well. And Mozgov and Rudy Gobert getting tied up real early. That was a nice job by Mozgov. He has pinned Gobert right underneath the basket. As I said in the intro, Gobert recognised for his defensive exploits in the NBA this year as Defensive Player of the Year. And he's been first team all defensive the last 2 seasons. So Mozgov did a nice job there. Diaw. Just playing some good defense. Shots up just long. Gobert gets the rebound at the second attempt. Quick outlet to Dakole. And Gobert didn't even realise the ball came behind him. And a nice three by Nando Dakole. £15 on Friday against Bosnia. And again, passes into Mozgov, but him and Gobert had got tied up. Diao looking for options. Abici. Batum, the Charlotte Hornets. Such quality in this team, and that was so smooth as France take an early 5-0 lead. Batum with 9 points, 4 rebounds, 8 assists on Friday versus Bosnia. Shots up, off balance. Dmitry Kuzatov. Great move to get Russia on the scoreboard. Batum, ball's loose, nice steal. Vitaly Frisden. Moskov hits the floor. Inside, and Russia score. Semen Antonov. So a decent start by both teams. Diao, such experience for his country. That is a strange looking shot. Possibly his last chance to play for his country, and Moskov sneaks in behind Diao. Diao will not be happy with that, nor will coach Kolle. Russia lead. Inside, Gobert can't handle that. It's going to be a team effort on Gobert. Moskov nearly been able to take that catch, but a nice interception by Batum. They're not giving Gobert a chance to get set inside the key, because they know once he catches it and turns, they're in trouble. There's Nikita Kurbanov doing his best to deal with 7-2. Rudy Gobert. Diao. Abici. Diao. Dakole. Step back, long two is just short. And a good rebound by Frisden. Shots up, no hesitation. And it's a three-pointer from Coach Bazarek. Very happy with that. Diao. That's a really cheeky play by Diao. Steps one side and then spins back. Kick out, Moskov hands off. Shots up from the corner, and it misses everything. And Batum with a rebound, he brings it down himself. Yeah, clear foul by Semen Antonov. Albici. Dakole. Moskov steps out. Diao didn't see the defense coming. Great steal and layup, forcing the turnover. Dmitry Kuzatov having a good start to this encounter. Just what the Russians need. Get the crowd on side. Albici short. Good rebounds by Russia. The Russia's own band starts playing. Albici with the quick foul. There's a mismatch there in the mid-post. Nikita Kurbanov drawing the foul there. Russia end line out of bounds. Oh, nice pass, great bounce pass. Misdirection play on the screens. Number 2's good, and that was Frisden again. He's up to 5 points. Batum will want to respond, and he does on the baseline. And he's saying, come on, let's go. Let's go, LeBlanc. Inside Moskov. Oh, nice fake. Nice fake. Gets Gilbert up in the air. But they're averaging a couple of blocks in the NBA this season. And got one block the other night, so he likes to block shots, but that was a nice fake and got Gilbert off balance. So Moskov at the line, 66.7% free throw shooter. And he shot 2 of 3 the other night against Belgium. Nice arc and release from Timofey Mozgov. Now Hurtel in the game. Barcelona player. Hurtel and Decolo, a great 1-2 punch for France. And Evan Fournier for 3. Big shot from Fournier. Ball's loose. And the outlet is out of bounds. Batum just couldn't quite make that. Fournier playing in the Orlando Magic in the NBA this season. Zubrov. Kusatov kicks back out. Frisden is off right. Moskov got one hand to it, and the Russians regain it with Frisden. Nice bounce pass. And for 3, it's just short. We're going for the big slam, but it just didn't quite happen. But there's a slam. Vincent Poirier running the floor. Been playing with Diao at Levallois in the French Pro A, and he really ran the floor, and Russia didn't pick him up. And there's a turnover. Moskov having a quick word with the ref, but nice play by that player. Vincent Poirier right there. So just over 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. It's 15 to Russia, 14 to France. They can't be separated at the moment. And Lecomte is in for France. And a nice floater by Evan Fournier. He's come in and really doing a good job straight away. He's up to 5 points. Hasn't missed a shot yet. And again, Kurbanov causing issues in the post. So inbounds. Dmitry Kuligin in, and that's an offensive foul. Great job by Batum, drawing that foul of Zubkov. Yeah, Zubrov just nowhere to go. Batum was right there. From that angle, he wasn't completely square, but he'd obviously done enough. Good job by Kurmanov. He's just going to take a break. Fournier. Nice catch and finish by Hurtel. Along the baseline, but Russia quickly up the other end. Zubrov. Hooligan, step back, and Batum will not let him pass. Such a good defensive player. And Fournier with the foul. It's a great atmosphere here at the Basket Hall in Krasnodar. The last game of this window of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. 7,500 is the capacity here. There's two arenas, practice arena as well, that holds 500 people. So fantastic of facilities here in Russia for basketball specific. And you give countries and players the top facilities and they will perform at a high level, and that's what Russia are hoping to do in these qualifiers and try and make it all the way to China. 12 European teams will qualify for China next year. Shots up, that's long by Lecomte, the AS Monaco player. Quick ball movement, shots up, it's good! Dmitry Kusatov. And the Russian fans are getting entertained here. And they're up by 2 against the group leaders. Fournier, his feet split there, right foot in front and left. Just couldn't quite get it to go. And a high floater right over the top with the outstretched hand. And that was Klemenko with that, who was right there at the hoop as well. Kicks out. Jump shot is long. And Fournier, great steal, gets it across. Look out! Great running off the ball by Poirier. And a big time slam dunk for France, just when they needed it. And the seconds tick down to the end of the first quarter. Ball's loose. Are France going to finish with an exclamation mark? Yes, they are. This time it's Paul Lecomte as time expires and the ball is out of bounds. France with a quick finish to the end of that quarter. And the slightly pensive looks on the face of the local fans. And it's Russia 22, France 22. Welcome back to Krasnodar, the basket hall. And we've got some game stats for you. Russia 67% from 2 and France 73%. So high level of efficiency. And Russia have made all their free throws. 100%. It's good effort by them. Just following on from that promo, the round 2 qualifying starts in September. But to get all the up-to-date stats at your fingertips, all the news, I recommend you download the FIBA World Cup qualifying app for all the information you need, and also the hashtag #ThisIsMyHouse. Do get involved with that, with all the social media needs that you would require, as we see some of the highlights from that first quarter. Very even. And we're tied at 22 as we get underway in the second. A good end to that quarter from France with a 4-0 run. See if they carry that on. 2 players closing out. Ends up with a tough shot by Vitaly Frisden, and the French get it away, and good running again. Good energy by Fournier. But he was the only player in there for a rebound. Zubrov. Dmitry Kulagin. Ooh, temporarily knocked loose. Long 3 is good for Russia. Andrei Zubrov, set shot style there. No jump on that. Just all in the legs and timing. Nice pass. Batum waits for all the defense to jump. And he draws the foul really smartly. The Charlotte Hornets star from the NBA. French stars, their NBA players always happy to represent France, and that's why they've been so, one of the big reasons why they've been so successful, that they can gel in the European-based players with these superstars. And under Coach Collet's tutelage, of course, the last few years have reaped a lot of benefits, winning Eurobasket gold in 2013, Eurobasket bronze in 15 and silver in 11. Eurobasket's 2017 last year, they lost to Germany in the round of 16, so a slight drop-off. Russia made it all the way to the 3rd and 4th place playoff game, where they lost to Spain. But both teams very high up in the FIBA rankings. Nice pass way across. Baburin for 3. Evgeny Baburin, wide open. Great no look. And we have a timeout. Coach Collet will not be happy with a complete miscommunication there on defense. Let's listen to Coach Collet. Here's some of the stats. Russia 60% from 2, 57% from 3, and France 73%, 8 of 11 from 2, 2 of 6 from 3. So efficient shooting. Collet's been with the national team since 2009. And has overseen all their recent success. Great continuity for the Russian national team. And there's the look-away pass. And when you get it right and all the defense overcommits towards the ball, 1 no-look pass, 2 no-look passes, and that's shooting practice for Evgeny Baburin. So France with a conundrum to solve. They won't want to lose this game. They will definitely want to go 6-0 in the group. That's 1 less win then they've got to get, if you like, in the second round of qualifying, where of course the standard of opposition will go and get even higher, potentially. They've definitely got Czech Republic they'll be playing in the second round of qualifying, both these teams. And the shot's up for 3. I'll go more into that when we have a slightly longer break in play, because the group that's going to be joining France and Russia is still not completely sorted, apart from the winner, the Czech Republic. Ball's loose, back inside for Russia, who are really switched on at the moment, and Andrei Zubrov gets the slam dunk. Again, they're trying to dribble out. That was Paul Lecomte trying to dribble. The outlet would have been better with the pass, and they pay the price, France. Hurtel doing it all himself. Batum. Huayra, he's short, ball's up, ball's back out from Lecomte. Great job on the offensive glass from Paul Lecomte. Batum one-handed. Nice shot high off the glass from Evan Fournier. Another assist from Batum. He had 8 assists against Bosnia and Herzegovina on Friday, and carrying that good play on, sharing the basketball, always has his head up. Again, wide open. There is a whistle. And I think Paul Lecomte said, get out of here. And the ref saw that. Too much physicality. Just got to play on the edge there. And he went beyond the line. Handoff pass. Dribble back out by Cooligan. Step back, step through. Just can't get any change out of this defense. Long range 2 is off, but chased down really well by Evgeny Baburin. He knocked down the 3 a moment ago. Good sportsmanship there with him and Hurtel. But now he chases down an offensive rebound. Great job. Baburin averaging under a rebound a game, half a rebound a game. So that's a good effort. Any rebounds from him is a bonus. Shots up off the out of bounds is no good for Zubrov, and Hurtel dribbles right to the sideline, and there's a foul called. And with all these World Cup qualifiers, great entertainment. These games are an event. A lot of thought put into it by the host nations. The ball slipped out of Fournier's hand. Hurtel. Nicole back in, crossover. He's such a skillful player. Off the glass! He's playing horse. A long range off the glass shot. He is a dynamic player. The CSKA Moscow star. And now a star against Russia for France. Diao having to work. And with some help from Mustafa Foul for the first time at 7-2. Boxed out by Foul. He boxes out. Diao gets the rebound. So good job from both of the Russian big players there. Diao. And the inside to Foul, who got inside position. And I think, for instance, saying, what about the offensive foul? It was pretty close. It was borderline. Baburin taking a rest, but Foul had inside position. He is a huge man, playing in Turkey this year for Sakarya, and he played previously for Ilan Chalon in Pro A. So France are blessed with skill and size and great teamwork in all positions. Now Beachy's back in with Fournier, Foul, Diao and Nicole. And Fournier, he is so smart and so quick, the Orlando Magic star. And it's time out here in Krasnodar, Russia. FIBA World Cup qualifying Group E. France at 5-0 have won the group. Russia at 3-2 are second, but they are both wanting to get another win to take forward into the second round of qualifying, as we see some highlights. Some team stats. 57% Russia from three, 61% total field goals to 59% for France. So that's a decent effort on the offensive end for these teams. And Russia with 13 rebounds total and France 8. 4 offensive rebounds for the French. We saw Biburin get one of those. It's that extra effort. Give yourself extra possessions, and France are going to really have to key on that. They've been able to keep Gobert quiet so far, and he hasn't been able to be a massive influence on the defensive end for France at the moment. The Mustafa foul in at the moment, and there's the team leaders for Russia just up on your screen. And it's an offset in the screen, but it's a tough shot over Mustafa Fowl, who really closed out well, and once he's got his arms outstretched, that's a tough shot over him. Albici looking inside, always looking to share the ball all the way across Fournier. Good catch. Albici still passing it around, and Mustafa Fowl going for the jump hook, and he draws a foul. Just goes inside. That jump hook, he maybe could have just opened the body slightly on it, but they didn't want him to go up any further than he did, the Russian defense. Now, Mustafa has had some issues with free throws. 33.3% from the free throw line during the qualifiers. And he's long and a bit flat on that one. Let's see if he can just get some early arc on this. That's much better by the 93. Mustafa Fowl. Played 11 minutes the other night for 4 points, 4 rebounds and a block. So efficient when he's on the floor. Nice catch and shoot for 3, Vitaly Friston. He's averaging 14 points a game during these qualifiers. France will need to stay connected with him defensively. Fournier, Albici, inside to Fowl. Yeah, that's nice play initially, taking the chair away. But Fowl at 7-2, great balance. Once the defender had stepped to the side, we'll see this. So there's one bounce, and then he's gone out the way, hoping that Fowl will go to the floor. But in the end, Mustafa drew the foul, and he's back at the line. So good minutes being given by Mustafa Fowl. And he makes the 2 and the bonus. Once he starts knocking down those free throws, that causes Russia a real job, because they can't just hack a foul, if you like, each time he gets the ball. It will make them think about that, because if he keeps knocking the shots down, he'll make Russia pay. So we're just approaching 4 minutes remaining in the half, and it's tied once again, 33 apiece. It's a great game here. Hope you're enjoying it. Over the top, Moskov, still Moskov, but he couldn't extend up. He was fouled and got blocked by the front of the rim. But another pinpoint accuracy pass by the Russian guards there. Moskov makes the first. Up to today, 66.7% from the line. And he was 2 of 3 on Friday versus Belgium, but he misses the second there. He's around his average. Free throws could be very crucial, and here goes Mustafa foul. Just couldn't quite elevate on balance. Fournier taking it into the teeth of that Russian defense. I think it's Moskov with the foul. That's Antonov, my mistake. Semen Antonov with the foul. And the noise ramps up here in Krasnodar. Fournier's at the line. Knocks them both down. Some pressure up the floor by France there. Moskov. Hands back to Kusatov. Gives him another high screen. There goes Moskov rolling to the hoop. He's got position on foul, but they never gave him the ball, and the three was just short. Fournier brings it down for Lebleu. He is the top scorer for France. He's putting in some really top minutes. The Orlando Magic star. Fournier, another floater, is such a good weapon. Nice handoff from Mustafa Foul. Some old-fashioned ball there, using the big man at the top of the key. Kusatov, Moskov with the screen. Now he's back inside, he steps out. They've got to catch and shoot. That's exactly what they do. Really nice ball movement and player movement. And Dmitry Kusatov knocks down the three. Tied at 37, Diao. And the ball thrown way over the top. It's a really good one here, and that's a travel. Ooh, Moskov wouldn't normally be attacking the basket from that far out, and he just moved his pivot foot before he was slammed. So fakes, and then he rips through, but he moved his pivot foot. But giving Gobert a different problem to deal with. Moskov normally playing with his back to the basket. He may try that again, but without the travel. Tokolo now in the post. Fournier, step back three. That's a tough shot, and the Russians get the rebound. Kostov. 90 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Kostov, still Kostov. He's got the ball taken by Abici. Great job by the French defense. Tokolo behind the back. Wonderful highlight play from Nando Tokolo. And it's timeout here in Krasnodar. And just for that moment, the crowd have gone very quiet, because that was a top-level move by a top-level player. And Russia have to regroup. It's a good timeout, though, by Coach Bazarevic. So behind the back, and then a really quick finish, underhand. But he was able to get really to the hoop quick before Moskov came across. Let's listen to Coach Bazarevic. there's some of the field goal statistics. Russia, 50% now from 2. And there's some of the game leaders. Kostov, 12 points. Friston, 4 rebounds and 4 assists. And Fournier, 13 points, 3 rebounds already for Le Bleu. And Moskov and Lecomte with 1 steal each. Kostov with 3 turnovers. There's a whistle. Kouligin. The ball was stripped by Tokolo. Dimitri Kouligin, 22. And that is deemed to have been a shooting foul. Kouligin, 85.7% free throw shooter. And very calmly knocks that down. Baburin back in the game. And it's another timeout called. That's a France timeout by Coach Collet. There's more stats for you. 6 from 12, three-point range for the Russians, 2 of 8, the French. And France 74% from 2, and Russia 50% from 2. So France will want to improve on their output for 3-pointers, but otherwise it's decent stats from both teams. It's a packed house tonight at the basket hall. It's great for all these different cities, different venues, so to host the national team. As France and Russia will be going through to play in the second round of qualifying. So some full court pressure from the Russians, and Nikita Kurbanov committing a foot violation. Now Beachy handling the ball. Nicolo. And he was under pressure there and smartly threw it off Baburin. That's a nice trap. A little bit of surprise tactic there. Albici. Tokolo, hand up on his, doesn't want Tokolo to get off for 3, but he still does. Just waits for his opportunity and knocks it down, even with a hand up in his face. And that's pretty rough play. Moskov just can't finish with the alley-oop, but he comes down and goes straight back up with high hands and finishes. Good response immediately by Timothy Mozgov. Dimitri Kouligin, nice job passing over the top of foul, which is not easy. Albici coming out. And Hurtel in. Such a good rotation of guards for the French. Hurtel Fournier, DeColo, and now Beachy. He had 6 steals against Belgium on Friday, against Bosnia-Herzegovina on Friday night. More full court pressure from the Russians, and they get a deflection. DeColo trying to get it along the sideline to Batum, but not loose. Time running down at the end of the first half. 42 is the score. Both tied up, and Hurtle, like DeColo before, with an underhand shot off the glass. Russia have a few seconds to get a shot off. They want to have a good look. Shots up, and it's in and out by Dmitry Kuligin. It was halfway down the ball. There were open players. Kuligin decided to take it himself. Antonov is saying, I was open, but he never got the ball. So we've arrived at half-time here in Krasnodar, in Russia, and it's a close game like we thought it would be. It's Russia 42, France 44. Here's some of the game stats so far. Free throw percentages for France, 71%. Russia, a whopping 89% as a team. Up until this game, they were 73% as a team, so that's a really good effort. Rebounds are similar, assists identical, both teams looking to share the ball. Turnovers 9 and 7 respectively for Russia and France, 9 fouls each. No blocks as yet. So half-time, really good entertainment for the crowd here at the Basket Hall in Krasnodar. And when you've got players on show on both sides, like Moskov and DeColo and Gobert, who hasn't had to play a lot of minutes, they've really been sharing the minutes with Foul and the likes of Lacombe. But there's been some high-level play. But we'll leave you with the halftime entertainment that's on show here and some highlights. But don't go too far away. Second half action, FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Group E, Russia v France is coming up very shortly.
Сегодня в малом зале баскетбола в третий раз в истории прошел единый школьный финал, когда разошлись победители крупнейших школьных баскетбольных турниров России. Логобаскет, школьная лига и КС Баскет. У девочек со счетом 64-41 победу одержали представительницы лицея номер 135 города Екатеринбурга. Это КС Баскет. Девчонки, на паркет под аплодисменты болельщиков. У парней со счетом 76-51 победили парни из лицея номер 34 город Новокузнецк. КС Баскет. И для торжественной церемонии вручения кубка победителей и единого школьного финала среди девушек на паркет мы пригласили президента Российской Федерации баскетбола Андрея Кириленко. Традиционная копия, конечно же, Андрей Геннадьевич, кубки капитанам обеих команд вручаем. Потому что медаль у них уже есть, а вот кубок. Кто капитан? Ты что, это не так? Нет, ты иди сюда, встань вот так. Ты перед своей командой вот так поверни сюда.
Welcome back to Krasnodar in Russia for second half action of the FIBA World Cup qualifier between Russia and France. And it's been an excellent first half. As we expected, high quality play, high percentage shooting. Both teams wanting to move the ball and share the ball. As big Mustafa Falu, who had a good game. Played a lot of minutes, allowed Rudy Gobert to sit and save his legs if required for the second half. And as I said earlier, both teams will want to win this. Every game means something, because you take your win-loss record through to the next round. Both these teams are qualified, so Russia would love to be going through 4-2, and France would obviously want to be going through 6-0, because that is a great starting point for the second round of qualifying. And France and Russia and Bosnia-Herzegovina, Belgium have been eliminated from this group before this round of games. They will be joined definitely by the Czech Republic from Group F, and out of Bulgaria, Finland and Iceland for positions 2 and 3 in that group. So this game is set up perfectly for the second half, just what we want to watch and just what all the viewers and the fans in the basket hall here in Krasnodar want to see. Russia really shooting a very good free throw percentage, well above their team percentage so far in this tournament. France were low on three-pointers, only made 2, but Russia shooting the ball well from behind the arc and from 2-point range. Let's listen in to coach. Coach Bazarevic, he's got to be pretty happy with the team. It's just a couple of bursts by France, and one right at the end when they've scored the bucket just before time expired in the first half. So we're just about ready to get underway. It's the last half of basketball for these two teams in round 1 of qualification, but they'll be getting themselves ready for when it all starts up again in September, and you can watch it all here on livebasketball.tv. Please do download the app for the FIBA World Cup qualifiers, the road to China. The World Cup in China starts 31st of August next year, and every game will be brought to you for that and all the qualifiers leading up to it. And the hashtag, This Is My House. Please get involved on social media, have your say, see what's going on out there in the world of FIBA World Cup qualifying basketball, as Russia goes straight into half-court trap. Mozgov recovers. That's good defense from Mozgov, but he just couldn't get out to the three-point shot of Batum. He had to work hard from one side of the floor to the other there, Mozgov. And Russia take a 5-point lead early. Mozgov hands off to Koskov, and the shot's up and good. Vitaly Frisden. France with a really nice play there. Rudy Gobert. And France, Russia straight back. Really good response. And an easy layup for DeColo, just moving without the ball. Beautiful play. And a great back cut, exhibition basketball. Dmitry Kostov just loving that pass and being able to get an easy layup in the end. It's all because of the movement without the ball. And Gobert, there was a quick whistle as the ball left Fournier's hand. They did not want Gobert to catch that underneath and cause some damage. And an offensive foul. So Frisden will inbound the ball, just some full court pressure by Hurtel. He's going to make the ball handlers of Russia work. Kostov in particular. And there goes Frisden all the way, and it's blocked by Mustafa Foul. Big time block, great movement of the feet by Foul at 7-2. And Frisden had to brush himself up. That's a wry smile and a shake of the head. And this is why, not in my house. Good chase down there from Mustafa Fout. He's done some good stuff. Good out of bounds, but they can't finish on the reverse. There's another whistle. Fournier in consultation with the ref. Let's see what happens here. He's definitely holding him. Yeah. They got wrapped up, but the ref has seen it as a defensive foul. So Russia have another chance to inbound. Antonov backing Fournier down, and Fournier goes to the ground, but De Colo just cleans things up. Head up, looking for a good option. Through the legs, so smooth. Into Foul. Fournier for three is long, and Moskov had it, lost it. And Batum to Hurtel. De Colo pulls up, long. Foul over the top of Moskov. Batum off the inbounds. There's a whistle and a foul by Antonov, who's already got his hand up. Coach Bazarevich will be happy with the resilience being shown by his team. France were 7 up. And France have stayed right there with them. Hurtel, crossover, right through the middle. No response from the Russian defense. And Coach Bazarevich will not be happy with that. Dribble all the way to the hoop. And there was a foul on Antonov as he drove to the basket. The French defense have impeded him. Moskov steps out. Kostov, cross court. Kurbanov all the way across to the far side. It's good for three. Dmitry Kostov. He's up to 17 points. And the steal. Great hands-up defense by Evan Fournier. De Colo. Flip pass to Hurtel. In and out, just not quite enough arc on that shot. And Russia again have a chance to take the lead. Fantastic action here. FIBA World Cup qualifiers. The road to China 2019. All the way across to the corner for three. Just short. Mustafa Foul rips the rebound. Fournier 2-on-1. Batum. Fournier back to Batum. Simple but effective. Back and forth. Two heavyweights of European and world basketball. Inside. Moskov wouldn't have got that, but he's bailed out by Mustafa Foul. He's working hard, going up against Foul and Gobert. It's a good workout for him, for sure. But little wry smile there. Wry smile. And it's good. The Russians are loose. They're enjoying the challenge. Zubrov floats up, is good. Andrei Zubrov, 8 points and 5 rebounds Friday night against Belgium. Foul was open inside, but great hands on the defense by Zubrov. Good hands off that attempted no look to Batum. So they try again. Foul steps out. Hurtle. Foul. Good play by Mustafa Foul. It goes ever so quiet every time France score the basketball here in Krasnodar, Russia. But that's really good effort. Good pass by Hurtle. And a step-through layup, finishing with his left hand, and to gather himself at 7-2. That's good coordination, strength and balance. Let's see how his free throw shooting is looking. You could see he stepped off the line there. Ideally, you want to stay on the line, maybe heels slightly raised, and hold that follow through up nice and high. But he's doing a super job for Coach Collet. Good attitude and good effort. So Russia, a little flip pass to the wing. And Fournier with a push. Him and Kurbanov are getting tangled up there in the post. Kurbanov playing for CSKA Moscow this year. Down the second. He was 4 of 6 free throws against Belgium on Friday, so carrying on around that average. Hurtle crossover. That's a tough shot, going underhand as well, going right left and then back to his right hand for the finish. And again, France 4-point lead, 2-possession game. Dmitry Kuligin, left hand hook. And Mustafa Foul, yet another rebound, getting a really good workout here. Sakara, club player from Turkey. And that time, Moskov said, not in my house. It's the only problem we're going underhand. Beautiful reverse with the left hand. That's great, no defense on that side. No rim protection. What a super game we've got here. Any mistakes are punished. Batum steps out. Tokolo just plays at a great rhythm. Can see the game develop in front of his eyes. Hurtle goes left. And that was a tough pass to attempt. I think he was trying to get it through to Diao, but there's a lot of red shirts waiting there in the key. Yeah, Diao with the step up of Kurbanov. Diao was free for a moment. Hurtle comes out, Abici in. He had 9 assists in the reverse fixture earlier in the qualifying campaign, and game day 3. And De Colo hits the floor. There's a whistle. Got so many players, France, that can come in and put up big numbers in different categories. And De Colo, he didn't need to speak to the ref. Decision was made already. So De Colo is 100% from the free throw line versus Bosnia on Friday, Bosnia-Herzegovina. As the noise ramps up, De Colo, good concentration and knocks it down. Four-point lead for France. 3:40 remaining in the third at the Krasnodar Basket Hall. Nice up, fake, kick back out. Cooling him over, wide open for 3. Good hustle. Great hustle there. Andrew Zubrov. That's what they want, the 2-12s going at it there. But it's still, the ball still remains with France. Albici. Good defense there, stopping De Colo getting the ball outside the 3-point line. Diao, what can he muster? Spins baseline. Little flip pass to Mustafa Fowl. What a pass! And Mustafa Fowl just points in Diao's direction and says merci. And De Colo just coming over there. There's Kurbanov. Played 30 minutes against Belgium, 12 points, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. For his first game in these qualifiers, this obviously being his second tonight before we move on to the second round of qualifying. He was 4 of 6 free throws on Friday against Belgium. Shots up, good rebound, but it's taken away by Batum, but he can't put it in. Zubrov had it, then didn't have it. 5-point lead. As we see the team leaders for Russia. Shots up, it's long. Moskov can't get. Klemenko just couldn't get the rebound there. As the top rebounder going up in front of you. Fournier leading the way for France. Here comes Diao, so clever in the post. And has been such a huge part for France in the last few years. Played in the NBA, of course. Much success at the San Antonio Spurs. Diao was 2 of 2 free throws the other night and a 68.4% average leading up to that game. He misses them. About Albici, really smart. Diao, Albici. Just great hustle plays here. by France, by both teams. But France with the last one. Batum inside to Diao, on the move, spin baseline, blocked at the basket, and foul. Klemenko coming over for that block. Not in my house, but then foul got the rebound off the block and goes up with the fake, and Klemenko bit on the fake and fouled him. Klemenko at 7 foot. So, foul back at the foul line. Just long, and again he's backing off the line before the ball has hit the hoop. Edwin Jackson in the game for France. Ball across. Frisden. Shots up for three. It's just in and out. Jackson gets the rebound. Nice pass from Foul. That's a great pass between the two big men for France. The high-low action. Foul to Diao, and that's 2 points. And France are edging away. They lead by 9. Nice bounce pass initially. Diao just pivots. And Diao just sneaks in. And it's timeout. There's the field goal and 3-point percentage. Russia 44%. France now 60%. But France have just been continual pressure on the Russians. There's the rebounding. 6 offensive for Russia, leading that category. They do need to get after the rebounds. So can Russia respond? They fell behind before, and they were able to pull it all the way back to keep it close, but it's a 9-point lead, France's biggest lead. We're under a minute remaining in the third. Kostov kicks out Frisden, back to Kostov, shot clock is running down. Klemenko sets the high screen, pull up jump shot, it's blocked by Foul. Not in my house, shot, ball's loose. Klemenko, great finish with his left hand. Fantastic effort by Artem Klemenko. Played for Avtodor Saratov in the VTB league in Russia. And that is great effort. Now Hurtel using a screen, but good job by Frisden. Hurtel, underhand again. Can't get it to go. And time expires. And Hurtel was not able to get that to go. That's good defense right at the end of the quarter. The end of 3 quarters. France lead 66-59. So here's the game statistics. France 71% from 2, only 27% from 3, 64% from the free throw, and Russia 77% from the free throw line, 44% from 3 and 50 from 2. It's been a good game. Great passing, so much good movement without the ball. And then the occasional lapse, complete lapse in defense there as Hurtle made the easy layup. And that was a nice job by Foul. He's already blocked a couple of shots. And a difficult reverse left-hand layup. Great pass again from Diaw. And a tough finish from Foul. And then Foul returning the favour to Diaw. Just catch, pivot, head and hands, and ball up. And there's Foul doing an impression of Rudy Gobert. But Moustapha Foul is a man mountain himself, and France are very fortunate to have him and Gobert that can complement this team. We're off and running again in the fourth. Good rebound again. Klemenko up fakes. He's going to have to get rid of the shot, and he does with a jump hook after multiple pivots and great patience. Klemenko gets it to go for 2. Just kept moving Foul around. Foul open again momentarily underneath. Hurtle. Diaw spins baseline. Kicks it back out. Abichi. Shot clock running down. It's a catch and shoot for Jackson. He gets his own rebound though. Jackson from Barcelona. Played in Barcelona this season, shooting guard. Oh my goodness, Moustapha Foul going upstairs and bringing the house down on the Russian defense. He's really growing literally into this game, Moustapha Foul, and he's becoming dominant at both ends. Friston up fake on Jackson. Jackson switches off on the defensive switch. Klemenko doesn't take the first option. He's caught under the baseline again. He should have shot the first one. He knows that now. And once he got under the hoop, Foul was not going to let him escape with only a couple of seconds remaining on the shot clock. But what a move by Foul. Down the Russian end. And right down the Russian end with that dunk. And now it's Gobert. Comes on. Moustapha Foul's done his job for the time being. And now Rudy Gobert can play. Utah Jazz star, Defensive Player of the Year. 75% from the free throw line against Bosnia on Friday. He makes the first. And the second, calmly done. Kostov, top scorer for Russia. In and out, good rebound by Moskov. He dives for the loose ball, but Diaw with quick hands. And there's a foul. Just Diaw got hold of the ball and got it straight up above his head. France in control at the moment. Russia have to summon up the energy, try and get back into this game yet again. And there's the French top scorer, Fournier, with 15, De Colo 14, and Foul with a big 9 points, especially that last dunk. Hurtle, time running down again, and he's stepped out of bounds, I think. Great defense. Great defense by the Russians. Hurtle, I mean, he's He's a top guard, but just a couple of times he's found himself very deep into the Russian key, and he's maybe just run out of an angle. Made a couple of nice underhand layups. Inside, Kurbanov. Shots up for three is too long. By Antonov, I think that was. And that's just long from Diao. Zubrov with the missed shot for Russia. Abici coming out, good job by him again. There's a foul call. So inbound. Kostov for three. Yes! That's encouraging signs for Russia, and the fans with their inflatable clappers making as much noise as they can, and the drums and the band are playing. Hurtle to silence the crowd. Gobert, massive offensive rebound. But him and Moskov, two big units inside. And there is plenty of contact. Zubkov taking a break, as is Diao. There is talk that this could be his last, potentially, his last game for France. And there's a foul underneath there. Good patience. Jackson catches, waits for the defense to come to try and block the shot. And the foul will be on Dmitry Kostov. And this is the free throw, Jackson. So the band plays on here in Krasnodar. And France tie the ball up. 8-point lead. They've been in control for large parts of this second half. After a very close first half, and Kurbanov and Fournier fight for the loose ball. There's Thomas Hurtle. Hurtle, Fournier driving hard, soft off the glass. Great play, just as the shot clock was expiring. It's another 2 points, it's a 10-point lead for Le Bleu. And it's timeout here in Krasnodar at the basket hall. It's a Russian timeout. They've got a 10-point deficit. That's the field goals. 2 points. And three. And Russia, from Russia with love, as the families and the children are out watching. It's a great night out. 80 teams started the qualification campaign all around the world. As we look at the game leaders, Kostov and Fournier leading the points, Zubkov leading the rebounds. Tokola with 4 turnovers, but he does handle the ball an awful lot. He brings so much to the French squad when he plays. But it's magical for teams to be able to play their games in front of their home crowds, take FIBA World Cup qualifying basketball around the world, around Europe. And 32 teams will make it, with 12 from Europe, to the World Cup finals in China 2019. Kostov with 22 points. Moskov looking for an option. Dmitry Kuligin, that's a tough shot as the help came over. It's not just the block shots of the likes of Gobert, it's the intimidation, making an offensive player think twice about taking the shot or taking their eye off where they're going to hit the shot or try to, and having one eye on Gobert or Mustafa Fall when he was on the floor. 10-point lead for Le Bleu. 5:50 remaining here in Krasnodar. Group E, and a steal for Hurtel. And Hurtel high off the glass with a slight round arm action extends the French lead. Danger signs for Russia. And almost another steal from Fournier. Diving on the floor, exactly what Coach Collet will want. That's 10 points for Hurtel at a rate of 50% from the field. So how much have Russia got left in the tank in front of their home fans? But they are up against one of the top teams in world basketball, who, as I said earlier, have had great continuity with Coach Collet being there for the last 9 years, overseeing World Cup success and Eurobasket success, while still holding down his job as Strasbourg head coach. Inside for a slam. Semen Antonov with a catch and finish. No help this time from the French defense. 6 points for Semen Antonov at 60% success rate. Hurtel, nice drag back, and then the pull up for two is, and wow. That's pretty rough inside that key, but Gobert's saying, we'll have to have another closer look if we can, but Gobert's saying, well, he had hold of my arm. There was certainly a lot of contact. And at the end of the day, Gobert had got the wrong side of the Russian offensive player, possibly Kuligin. Great job by Russia to draw the foul on Gobert. So Kuligin in motion. High screen from Zubrov. Back cut. Good rotation out there by the French, and it's a catch and shoot. It's just off, but offensive rebound by Frisden. And a foul on the floor by Evan Fournier of the French. And Edwin Jackson takes a seat. 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Good effort again. Players coming off the bench, giving quality minutes, quality effort for the French team and Coach Collet. Kuligin, Frisden, back to Kuligin. He's got Gobert on him. Bounces. And again, it was a block, but he's able to move his feet and then plant his feet, extend his hands up with a huge reach when his hands are up above his head or out or wingspan, and it was going to be such a tough ask. So it's timeout. It's a timeout for France. Good defensive effort there, and Vince Collet will now speak to his troops about what can be done the remainder of the game. They've just got to keep playing good D, protecting the rim. This is the foul trouble they've got. Gobert and Fournier on 4, foul on 2, and Jackson on 2. And for Russia, Kostov is on 4, Mozgov on 3, and Zubkov and Antonov. And that's why on the French side, Mustafa Fowler's played extended minutes with Gobert being in foul trouble during the game. Gobert just 2 points, both of those from the free throw line, 2 rebounds. So that was really good defense from Gobert with the foul trouble that he's in, not to make an extra foul, which would have been seeing him sitting down for the remainder of the game. Collet, the Colo, and Fournier. Ball's tipped out. Hurtle gets the long offensive rebound. De Collet left his feet. Even the best make a mistake, but he gets back. That angle of pass was not going to happen. De Collet just getting back and knocking it loose. Friston trying to make the pass to Zubrov. Shots in and out. And Gobert with a rebound. Hands it to Hurtle. 3:40 remaining, and France are in control of this one. If they win, they go 6-0. They would have won all their qualifiers. Fournier into Batum, just squares up and knocks it down, unimpeded. Tough ask for Semen Antonov to guard Batum. Excuse me, Kostov. Batum just rises up. Shots up, just short by Antonov. And Hurtle comes away. To Colo. He had it knocked away, he has to come back out. To Colo, it's just a quick pull-up. So difficult to guard, he's always on his toes, and he's back on defense now, but he can't stop that Russian score. Semen Antonov looks pleased with that one, and he ran the floor hard and got his just rewards. Now Russia really need to step up if they can, if they have the energy. They need to step up and stop the Russian from falling further behind, and Gobert can't get that to go, but he gets back and knocks that away. He came out of nowhere from the blind side. Dmitry Kuligin wouldn't have seen him coming. He misses down one end and then makes up for it immediately with a big block. Gobert again screens, gets it deep inside. Some really difficult switches for the Russians. Gobert was almost out of bounds himself, but he was grabbed. And he will shoot the free throw. It's 3 of 3 tonight. And he's 3 of 4 now. 11-point lead for the French as we're into the last 2 minutes of this World Cup qualifier. Kostov. Hurtle and Kvostov have had a really good, as he smiles in Hurtle's direction, they've had a real good battle. And with both France and Russia in team fouls. Kostov He's 4 of 4 from three-point range. He's 100% also from the free throw line. Just great numbers being put up by the Russian number 13. Hurtel again, loves that high off the glass layup, but he can't get that to go under close attention from the Russian defense. Shots up, and it's good! Semen Antonov for 3. Don't go anywhere, folks. It's a 6-point lead, 2-possession game. And Krasnodar erupts at the basket hall when this 3 goes down. Gobert couldn't get out. Timeout, Coach Collet. Two-point and three-point percentages, 9 and 19 Russia from three-point range. That's really good, 47%. That's why they're just in touch. 35 rebounds Russia to France's 29. That's 10 offensive. Coach Bazarevich must be happy, or happier, that they are hanging around. Coach Collet would have said total concentration now for the last 121 to get this win that France really want on Russian soil to go into the second round of qualifying with a 6-0 record. And that's the scoring by Coulter. So France advance the ball, and Decolo up against Rostov. Inside, Diao can't get anywhere, and he can't make the shot. That's great swarming defense by the Reds of Russia. Friston, he's wide open. He's long though, great tip back by Baburin. He did a great offensive rebound earlier in the game, and it leads to another 3. Bodies flying, great hustle by both teams. And Hurtel gratefully grabs that offensive rebound. Baburin with an excellent effort to keep the ball alive. They had 2 great looks. There's the first one. Excuse me, that's the second one. And there was the foul by Baburin. Russia in team fouls, so Hurtel can extend the French lead. Playing his club basketball in Barcelona, and just 50% from the free throw line against Bosnia-Herzegovina on Friday. But much better tonight. That's 2 of 2. And it's timeout again in Krasnodar. The coach is really wanting to keep a tight rein on things and try and lead their teams to a big victory. There's the field goal percentage, 2 points and 2-pointers. 63% for France, 29-46. It's the leader, the eye-catching one there. So Gobert on 4 fouls in the game, at the business end of the game. The 3 that Antonov hit from the top, Gobert was going out to it, but maybe if he had less fouls, wasn't in that foul trouble, he would have been maybe more aggressive on that closeout. But it's still a big shot just to keep Russia in with the French in their sights. 81-73. Dresden, they're just looking for an opening, and there's a quick foul. And De Colo with the foul on Antonov, not wanting him to put up the three, because he's already made one from that exact location. Excuse me, that was Hurtel, I think, with the foul there. And Antonov makes the first. And the second, really big shots by Semen Antonov. He's up to 12 points. Really good stat line from him. But Gobert is wide open as the French break the press. For three, wide open again. Baburin having a really good game. And the whistle and a foul on Zubrov. Just breaking up the open, potentially open layup there for De Colo. And De Colo will go to the line for two shots. He's 100% from the line from Friday's game and tonight. And it's just a beautiful free throw stroke, just stays balanced. High follow through. Just has a really good rhythm about everything he does when he plays. And the commentators curse yet again as he misses his first free throw of the two games. And almost a blind pass, and Hurtel shot the passing lane. And that will be the end of the game. And France will win. But it's been a very good effort by the Russians on their home floor. They'd have been desperate to get a win to improve their record, to take forward. But in the end, Le Bleu, France were too strong for Russia in this game. But both teams will progress to the next round of qualifying. It's France 84, Russia 78. Just a really good team effort by France. Sharing the basketball. Even with Gobert in foul trouble, Mustafa Fall came in and put some really good minutes in at both ends of the court. And with Vincent Collet at the helm, this French team could go far. But it's the end of the qualifying window, the first qualifying window for these two teams. They both qualify. First will be France with 6-0. Second will be Russia, 3-3. Bosnia-Herzegovina, who are playing Belgium tonight, will come in third. And these are the game stats. 3-pointers. France with not a good three-point percentage. Russia a lot better. 21 assists each. Both teams looking to share the ball and move so well without the ball. 38 rebounds for Russia. 3 blocks for France in the figures of Gobert and Fall. 17 turnovers for Russia. Some unforced, but a lot of good defense from France there, stepping in the passing lanes and doing what they had to do to break up the Russian offense. Here's the individual game leaders. Kvostov 24 points, De Colo 15, Zubkov 8 rebounds, Fall 5, Kvostov 6 assists. Good effort by him, the Russian number 13. De Colo 5 turnovers. Hurtel with 3 steals, and here's the top scorers. Kvostov 24, Antonov 13, Frisden 10, De Colo 15, Fournier 15, and Batum, 13. Some excellent players on show, great individual skill, great team play, and the crowd have been royally entertained here at the Basket Hall in Krasnodar. But France are the victors. They are unbeaten in Group E, and they will go forward to the second stage of World Cup qualifying with a 6-0 record. Bosnia and Herzegovina and Belgium playing also this evening. If Bosnia win, they go through 3-3. But all these stats, all your win-losses go through to the second round of qualifying, where Russia and France will be teamed up with Czech Republic for sure, and then either Bulgaria, Finland and Iceland, depending on how those scores go tonight, to make up the other three teams. Russia and France and Bosnia-Herzegovina will not play each other again. They will just play home and away against the other three teams that are coming in, that are joining them from Group F. So it's been a wonderful exhibition of basketball from both teams. But on this occasion, France are the victors, as they have been all through this qualifying campaign. They finish unbeaten, and behind some great play by Mustafa Fall at 7'2", and of course Rudy Gobert from the NBA, the Utah Jazz at 7'2". They are the victors. We'll leave you with the highlights. There are still World Cup qualifiers going on. Livebasketball.tv is the only place to see them live. Please do switch across to whichever game you prefer. There's plenty going on as the World Cup qualifiers continue. But enjoy the rest of your evening. Download the mobile app for the World Cup qualifiers and get involved on social media on This Is My House. It's Graham Hiscock saying good night. It's been a pleasure bringing this game to you.